Hello everyone, thanks for watching my video. I'm Eddie Rodriguez, and today I want to take a look at Geek's bag of holding, the Dragonscale edition. Now, when I was looking at picking up this bag for myself, first of all, I thought it was very cool. D&D reference, Dungeons and Dragons reference of the bag of holding, the bag that can hold unlimited amount of things. So when I was researching it and seeing if I wanted to pick it up for myself, I noticed that I could only find reviews of the original bag of holding, which was sort of a canvas material like one, and I decided to be a little bit more geeky, and when I saw the Dragonscale one, I said, hey, I want to have that, but you know, I couldn't really find any videos, so I jumped in anyway. I ordered it and picked it up, and I've had it for about a year now, so I've given it a good use. So in this video, I'm going to give you a review of it, talk about its features and what I like and don't like about it, and also this is going to be sort of a gamer EDC video, an everyday carry. What do I carry every day as a gamer? Well, not every single day, but more like when I go to game nights or when I go to my role-playing game nights. What are the things that I carry with standard equipment? It's definitely usually in here. So let's dive in. We're gonna look at some of the, I'm gonna talk about this bag, tell you what I like and don't like about it, and show you what I keep in it. So here we go. Alright, so here we go. We have a full frontal of the Dragonscale bag of holding by Geek. And like I mentioned before, that this is the bag that I take when I go to my role-playing game nights. If I'm gonna go play Pathfinder or Dungeons and Dragons, I actually also use this as my everyday bag for work, because it is a messenger type bag. It can carry a laptop in it, which I'll show you in a moment. So I do use it as my work bag, which is kind of wasn't that great of an idea because I've kind of pretty much beat it up, but it's been really wonderful. So let's go over the features, and I'm going to also show you some of the gamer geek stuff that I keep in here. So right here you have the front flap, you have the bag of holding logo right there, and you have a zipper here, which is just a sleeve here that you can just put papers and stuff. And I'm weird, so I actually have a extendable back scratcher that I have here. Sometimes when I'm sitting down playing game, as we know, role-playing games can be several hours. Sometimes I get an itchy back, and I'm not gonna ask one of the other players to scratch my back, so I use this and scratch my own back. And kind of weird, but I am a weird person. So we have that in there. If we flip around to the back here, in the back you have this sleeve that you can put stuff here. I have a folder here where I keep my papers and my characters. And this does have a magnetic snap that closes there to keep it closed. But unfortunately, I found that when you have something, and this is just regular, regular size folder, it can't snap close. So very minor con there, but it is there. You do have a zipper back here, where when you can open it, you can fit your laptop. I have a 15-inch laptop in here. I believe it can go up to a 17-inch, because let's see, once you have it here, well, there's not much space. I have about 2 fingers here, so not much space that way, but you have more space this way, which is a little bit odd, but but here we go. I have a 15-inch laptop that I keep in there. Now, I did have a little bit of a problem when I first got this. It was probably my fault. I don't think it was anything that came from the manufacturer. There was a chink in the zipper here, and these are YKK zippers, so I know YKK zippers are usually very, very good, and this one happened to have a little chink, and I never went back and filed a complaint or anything. I probably should have, and I'm pretty sure that they would have resolved it, but it didn't really bother me much. I just had a little open hole here, and again, I've had this for a year like this, and it hasn't gotten worse. It's functioned properly, so I'm okay with it. I'm happy with it, but that's just something that happened. We do have the shoulder strap here because it is a messenger bag. I have it, let's see, I have it pretty much on small right now, and then you can really extend it out into much larger bag. Now, I like keeping it very small. I put it pretty much as small as it goes, because I like to carry, when I carry it, I like carrying it snug. One thing I noticed, and maybe it's with other messenger bags, and a friend of mine bought one and wasn't happy with it because when he had it on and he was walking, it was just sort of flapping around and bumping him in the back. But I haven't really had that problem, and I keep it pretty much snug to my body, and that's resolved that. You do have a pull handle here that you can use to carry it that way. By the way, I have this thing really stuffed. I have a little bit more stuff than I normally would for demonstration purposes, but you see a lot of what I usually carry in here. All right, so let's flip up this front flap here, and you're gonna notice it has magnetic clasps here that close it up. Now, I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, this bag holds a lot more than you're probably willing to carry, which is good. That's a great thing. A little problem I noticed is that if you overstuff this bag, it'll probably be kind of hard to clip these closed or have them keep closed. They're very strong magnets, and they usually stay closed, but if you overfill it, they're gonna pop out. So you know, again, that's not a manufacturer defect, it's just don't overstuff your bag. All right, so let's flip this open. You have 3 main compartments here. There's a small, a medium, and the large one here. So let's go into the small one and see what kind of junk I have in there. So we open it up. Again, it has the metal clasp in there, and hopefully you can see the texture of the bag. Let me get you a little bit closer there. I mean, it's got this really cool Dragonscale texture to it, and I'm not sure what the material of this bag is, but I will tell you what, I've taken this out in the rain, not pouring rain, but you know, like a light drizzle, and the water just comes right off of it. You do have to be careful of water getting in the zippers. It'll probably get it jammed this way, but in a light drizzle, I've been out with this and my stuff has been safe and protected, so no worries there. But don't go out in a torrential downpour with this and expecting that everything's just gonna be just fine. All right, back to the contents. So we look in here, and you got a it's pretty big pocket. You can fit a lot of stuff in here. I have a little flashlight that I keep in there, some spare batteries for it. I have a bunch of just like papers and business cards. Here we have a mouth fresher. I keep a little notebook there, somebody's business card. Little post-it notes are always useful. Some more business cards, more business cards. This is kind of fun. You know those long nights playing D&D, you wanna have a coffee or whatever. Sometimes people don't have sugar, so I have a sugar packet here and a napkin. I just keep that in there. Let's see, I have a marker here. This is a cool pen that I got from Loot Crate, which I'll be doing a review of their service in a later video, but this was like a cool little pen that I got here. So we'll talk about that at another time. We got some more post-it notes here. I got a little sort of pocket knife box cutter. Sometimes got to cut papers and things like that, so I have that in there. This is a cool little item that I got. It's a little stylus that I can use you know, on your phone or a tablet. I do have an iPad mini, and what's cool about it is that it has a laser pointer and a flashlight on here. That's interesting. I got a pen in here, mechanical pencil there, and a hand sanitizer because I'm playing games with other people, and you know, especially if I've got a cold or anything, I'm gonna keep my hands clean. So got all that stuff in here, and well, I stayed overnight, so I have a razor in there somewhere. I stayed overnight somewhere. Let's see, I do use this sometimes as a travel bag. You know, it can fit quite a bit of clothes in here. Alright, so that's the first pocket, that's the small pocket. Let's go into the medium pocket in here. Well, I have my dice bag in here. Definitely gotta have that. I have a little bag here of mints that I can keep there. This is really cool, my Maxpedition mini pouch. This is where I have the cords, or you know, for my chargers, for my phone, tablet, and things like that. Got some napkins in here. These are pretty cool. I bring these little minis. They're wooden sort of meeples, but they're shaped like different adventurers, monsters, and things like that. I bring that to sort of help the dungeon master out, and he's got a bunch of stuff. I'll probably do a review on these at a later time. These are very cool, and they're very cheap. So for the price of one miniature, like a highly painted miniature, you can get like what is it, like 30 or 40 of these. So I'll go over those at another time. This is really cool. My RAV Power charger. I think this is a 13,000 milliamp. Really awesome. I'll do a review of this later on. You can charge 2 devices at a time. I mean, there's a lot to do. So I'll go into this at a later time, but this is my battery charger to charge my devices. In case I get caught out in the rain, I keep a rain poncho here. Again, I like to keep clean, so I have some moist wipes. And often at game nights and stuff like that, you know, people have like snacks and drinks and stuff like that, so this will help keep your hands clean, or if there's a spill you can wipe things up and keep going. And then I have some index cards and an index card holder and a random piece of paper. So that's the medium pocket there. As you saw, I fit a ton of stuff, and we haven't even gotten to the main pocket yet. Alright, so let's get to the main pocket. Open this up in here. Alright, so I have here a, now I could go smaller, but I've had this one forever, so I just keep it. This is my trackball for my laptop that I keep in there. And as you can see, I've got a bunch of RPG books in there. Now when you have a bunch of books in here, you end up with a lot of space on the side, so you can stuff a few more things down there. So for instance, down in here I have the power adapter and the charger for my laptop, which I keep in there, and you got the books. Now right now I have pretty much 4 good size DMB. So we have the Pathfinder core rule book is in there, which is a very thick book there. I have the bestiary there, throw that in there, and then I have the D&D 5th edition player's handbook and monster manual in there. Now I usually don't carry both of them. I'm usually going to either a D&D game night or a Pathfinder game night, so I don't usually have both in there, but I put them in there sort of more for demonstration purposes to show how you can put. So you can put about 4 good sized books in there. You know, especially for if you're a student and you're going to college or whatever, this is a pretty good bag for your textbooks. Except that you want to be careful of overstuffing for actually 2 reasons. One, because the flap may not close, which isn't really that much of an issue, but the strap that you're gonna be holding with is not a padded strap. Now it's a very good material. I've beat the heck out of this bag and it's still going strong, so you know the connections here are really good and tough, so this thing's gonna just last you. But if you overstuff it, it can be uncomfortable having a single strap on you, so be aware how much you overstuff it here. Also in the main compartment here, there's a sleeve here for a tablet. Now I have an iPad mini, and you can see you can probably fit a full-fledged iPad in there, so this will probably really cover any tablet needs that you have. So that's what I have in there. And that's pretty much it. One thing I can say that I noticed a difference. Now I don't have the original bag of holding, which is made out of a canvas material, but I've known people that had them and been able to compare the two. I noticed that the canvas one is a little bit more malleable. Now this one, when you first get it, it's gonna feel very stiff. It's gonna feel like it's like not hard plastic, but it's gonna be real stiff, and it's gonna get more malleable as time goes on. Like I said, I've had this for a year, so it's pretty soft, but even now it still holds its shape more than the canvas. So if you have a canvas one, you put it like this, the canvas one would probably just sink like that, whereas this one tends to hold its shape. I don't think that's a pro or con. I think it's your point of view. I like that it sort of retains its shape like this, but with the other one, you could probably, when you're not using it, you could actually probably scrunch it up more and store it away in a smaller space. But as you can see, it's empty right now, and it's holding its shape there. So you know, I think that's cool. I don't like a super soft bag, but after a lot of use, it's, you know, it's definitely gotten very malleable. And the only other con that I could say is that in a way I slightly regret buying this version of the bag of holding, because it's so nice. and I'm just beating the hell out of it. Let me take some closer. So if you can see here, it's gotten a little bit of a scuff there, and on one of these edges here, I think this side here, if you could take a look. So I've scuffed it up there, and again, I don't think this is a knock on the quality. This bag has been going all over the United States with me. I've been throwing it in and out of my my car, on planes and things like that. So this bag has probably gone through a lot of hell. So I've really really beat it up, and it's only coming away with a couple scuffs here and there. So again, it is a quality bag. If you're thinking of getting it, I highly recommend it. I've had other messenger bags before, and this one has completely replaced it, especially because I'm usually going to gamer conventions or game nights, and having the bag of holding Dragonscale is sort of upgrades my geek credibility, so my rep there. So I that's pretty much standard equipment, and this is kind of most of the stuff that I have all the time with it. So again, if you're thinking of getting this bag, I highly recommend it. It does cost a little bit more than the regular canvas one. I believe it's probably about $10 more. Up to you if you think it's worth it. The features that I showed in here are pretty much identical to the regular canvas bag of holding, as far as how many pockets it has. I believe the sizes are exactly identical. So again, you're paying a little bit more for just pure looks. I don't think you're getting any difference in functionality except for the water resistance. It is I believe this is a lot more water resistant than the other one. So that may be worth it to you, or if not, get the canvas one and use an umbrella or something like that. But if you're thinking about it, I do highly recommend it. So I'd like to thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like rating. If you want to keep up to date with all my other videos, I review games and geek gear and all kinds of stuff. So subscribe to the video. That'll let you stay up to date with all the latest stuff that I put. And please, I want to hear from you. If you have if you have one of these bags of holding, I'd like to hear what you think of it. What are your experiences? If you're thinking of getting one and you have some questions of something that maybe I didn't cover in the video, please ask it below. I check my comments. I want to hear from you. I will answer back. It's not like I have 1 million subscribers, so if you message me, I will get back to you. And if you think people that would appreciate this video and would get something out of it, please share the video. It will help your friends get to know more about this item. And like I said, I have not been able to find any Dragonscale bag of holding reviews before, so maybe I'm the first one, and maybe somebody that's thinking of getting one and they may want to check it out. So long story short, like, share, subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it to the end of time, and I'll see you on my next video.